Jacob here, realtor with Oakland Realty here in Vancouver, BC. We're now entering the fall market, so I wanted to quickly give you my take on real estate and what's going to happen in the last quarter of the year. So let's talk about the real estate board stats, which were just released. When we compare last month's sales to the same month in 2021, we're seeing about a 40% drop in activity. And if we look at the 10-year average, we're seeing about a 30% drop. So this has been a trend for many months now. And we went from this crazy hot market in 2021 to more of a buyer's market in 2022. So yes, we are seeing a massive drop in sales, but we're also seeing about a 20% reduction in homes being listed on MLS compared to the same period last year. This will likely slow the buildup of properties on MLS, and the lack of properties available will somewhat stabilize the prices going forward. So something important to note, based on the stats, more of the downward pressure and slowing in the market is related to the family houses and the detached homes, and condos, townhouses, and likely duplexes are still fairly active.
On our sales to active listing ratio. This ratio measures the homes available for sale against the number of homes sold throughout the month. In typical market conditions, when this ratio dips below 12% for a sustained period, it indicates that supply is outpacing demand and prices typically decline. When it surpasses 20%, demand is outpacing supply and prices typically increase. July ended with this ratio at 18%. Property type, townhomes and apartments are at 20% and 25% respectively, while single-family homes sit at 12%.
That all being said, yesterday the Bank of Canada raised the interest rates by another 75 basis points.
Canada has increased interest rates. I want to turn to BNN Bloomberg's David George Kosh, who is inside the lockup. He's got all the details for us. So David, we see the rate is up as predicted. What's the Bank of Canada saying about future hikes and the reason behind the decision?
Well, that's a bit of a two-parter, Marcy. I'll answer the second one right now because the Bank of Canada essentially outlined three major points in why they felt the need to raise interest rates today by 75 basis points. The one is that the effects of COVID-19 outbreaks in China, supply disruptions, and the Ukraine war continue to dampen growth globally as well as boost prices, not just here in Canada, but again, globally as well. Short-term inflation expectations, according to the Bank of Canada, remain high. Around the core inflation rate is 5%. We see these headline numbers of 7.6% in July, stubbornly high despite the falling gasoline prices, service prices, other goods as well. They remain stubbornly high.
With the previous hikes and this new round of increased interest rates, I expect a few things to happen. First of all, cost of living for everyone has been going up with inflation and with the higher interest rates for many people on especially variable mortgage rates. Their monthly payments are going to be going up. Plus the cost of servicing other debt will push some of these owners into the red, causing them to sell their real estate. Secondly, with the higher rates, buyers will qualify for less money. Home ownership just got more expensive for everyone relying on mortgages to buy real estate. Also, people will be less inclined to pull equity from their currently owned homes to purchase other investment properties. Money is no longer as cheap as it was. So what does this all mean? Well, we're going to see more homes being listed for sale, while at the same time, we're going to see slightly less buyers in the market. This leads me to confidently predict prices will not be going up for the rest of 2022. Instead, we're going to see buildup of listings, there's going to be more inventory and slight downward pressure on prices for the rest of the year. I want to close out by mentioning something that I say to all of our clients. Nice homes sell in any real estate market. And now is more important than any other time to work with a realtor team that focuses on the presentation of your home and premium marketing. So I'd like to give you an example. Just a little while ago, we listed a home in East Vancouver, and it did need a little bit of TLC. There's a little bit of clutter. It just needed some work. So the owners were on board to do some painting, pulling some furniture out, bring in some staging, move some stuff around. And I know they put in an extreme amount of work over a couple weeks. They were, cleaning and painting and, pulling furniture out. The end result the place looked fantastic. We did our part. We brought in the premium marketing, the best photographers and videographers, and everything turned out great. The result, we ended up selling very quickly in a number of weeks. We had a very strong price. It sold for a premium in the current market, and a number of weeks later, almost a month later, I looked at all the homes that were listed at the same time, and they were still on the market. And the price ranges were pretty much the same, similar houses, and we sold out very quickly, and they were still on the market. And I flipped through their marketing and just their listing photos, and it was astonishing how badly these homes were prepared for sale. It looked like most of them were taken with camera phones. There was clutter, just not presented well, and that was the result. They stayed on the market, and they're likely still on the market for sale. So that's an example of how presentation and working with a team that is focused on presenting your home in the very best light possible, and the results that you get from it. So I just wanted to leave you with that. And if you are thinking about selling, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day.